everybody. Well, today let's go to continue here in Blazore. This project and this case belong to Juan Zuluaga. He's a teacher that have a YouTube channel. He's a great teacher. If you want, you can looking for Juan Zuluaga at YouTube. Just for a reference. Okay, let's go to continue with this. In the last video, we already had our account Azure, and we created right there our resource group. And inside the resource group, we created a fancy system where it's a storage account. All right. But inside the container, we don't have yet any blobs created. Why they don't create the blobs directly in Azure? Because sometimes when you write the name of the blobs, you have to care a lot when you're going to the project and write the name, because if you change some letter or something like that, don't make much, and he's going to create it like a new one. So have a little problem with that. For that reason, I don't create it. And if we remember, we created a helper. So inside the helper, we create the interface, and this interface called this class. And inside the class, we created the code necessary to check if the blob doesn't exist. Just create the blobs, and that's it. Look at this. You see, we can hear if this doesn't exist, that blob. Just create the blob and save inside the blob the image where we want. Okay, in this case, let's go to run the project. What else we did it? I did it in this project. We create a generic list, right? We have here a generic list, input image to control and create new image. A loading system, when everything is loading, just show a little GIF. Okay, this is basically it's not yet. I'm not yet create all the necessary to handle users and login system. But we continue. We are working in that. We are working on. Okay, let's go to see. We don't have yet any country or any team. All right, this project is about a team soccer's. About the team soccer's is a soccer software. Okay, let's go. Don't have yet countries. Don't have yet teams. And now, when you have to create a new project, you're going to need all the time to drop the database and create the database again and put it right there some data, but to check how it's working your code, right? In this case, we can implement this class where it's called seed or seeder. I call it seeder. Okay, this is a seed because you create data from or some kind of data when run this seed. This seed run the first time when you run your project. Okay, anytime when you run the project, he run the seed. For example, anytime where you're going to make a deployment in the hosting, he run this seed. Okay. Well, in this case, I have these two methods. I'm going to just mark these two. Let's go to see. Okay. In this first method, I'm going to create the countries. Okay, he come in and he say, hey, exists any register in countries. If exists such just one, he don't do nothing. Okay, he don't going to do nothing, but he does nothing. Okay, and if later coming to shake the teams, and he say, hey, exist some teams. If he doesn't have any team or any register, he's going to create it the teams. But in this case, I create this folder. I create this folder www.root, and inside right there I create the folder image, and inside the image I create the flags. And inside the flags we have all the image about the flags of each country where we're going to create. Okay, and here we have a script where we have all the names of the countries. Okay, well, in this case, let's go back to the seeder, and inside the seeder, what are you going to do? Hey, check the teams, and when coming to it to check the teams, he say, hey, for each country you coming to create. You're coming to looking for inside the folder of the flags, and if you found it one, take it, and you're going to create the country. Okay, because here we create the country, the team. Sorry, we're going to create the team over here, but first we go to the Azure, to the file storage, where it is this one's helper. Do you remember this helper? Yeah, this one. I say, hey, go and save the flag in the Azure and coming back. If that exists teams, create teams. In this case, let's go to shake. We refresh and it's clean. We don't have yet nothing over here. Okay, let's go to stop the project, and let's go to start. Okay, perfect. He run first all the time. First the Blazore. But we can't touch anything until open the Swagger. When the Swagger is already open, that means that he finished to create everything in the seeder. We can shake in the Blazore solution if everything is working, and at the same time come here to the Azure and shake if everything was created. Okay, look at this. It's open. It's already open. Let's go to see if we wanted to work here. Yeah, you see we have all the data over here, and let's go to shake. Here we have the countries. Yeah, we have all the countries, and the teams. We have all the team with each flag in the system. Okay, let's go come here and say refresh. Look at this. He created the Blobs teams without have to create it manually. We have to without have to write. He's just coming and he say, hey, don't exist. Okay, let's go to create the Blobs, and inside are all the files, all the flags. Right? Cool. Right. Okay, and now, but come on, let's go to see this case. In the last video, we talked about it. A lot of people save the full address, okay, inside the database. But I don't like to save all the full address, because in the future, if if do you have to change the blobs, or do you have to change the hosting, or whatever, what it could be the case, is not practice save all the address. And in that case, I come here. Let me show you, for example, I'm here, a new one. Okay, here, let's go to see. If I copy this address and I paste it here, we can see all this. This is the principal address. All right, this is the principal address, and this is just the name where I prefer save inside the database. Okay, I just take the name of the file and save it inside the database. The rest of the address, this other part of the address, I put inside the model. Let me show you how to do it. We're going to the class library where I have here the shared, where I have the entities, and I'm going to entities. I'm going to team, and look at this. I create a virtual property called image full, and inside the image full I say, hey, if the image, this one property, if image is doesn't empty or null or empty, then if it's null or empty, and then put in this image like default. Okay, so you don't have image, put in this one. Okay, in case of not otherwise, you just come in and look at this. I paste the rest of the address here and plus the image name, and that's it. And that is the way how it's working here in this part. Look at this. Yeah, and if I come into the program, to the let's go to pages, and we have teams, index teams. Okay, look at this. Here I use image full. Yeah, you see, I don't have to create something to save the big address with all the address, just the name, the file, and just let it create a big string. Why I do it? Because one time I created a solution in ASP, myasp.net is a basic hosting. I created right there. I deployed there the solution, and later the client say, "Hey, I wanted to create that solution in Azure." I'll say, "Oh, come on, man! I have to change all the address inside the database." Well, somebody could say, "Okay, man, you just create a method and create a query to replace, and take this one and check it all this field and replace all of this for this, and that's it. 1 minute left for 1 minute." Yeah, but it's work. What do you have to do? It's work. What do you have to do? But if you do it in this way, you just come into the model, change the address, the complement of the address, you change it, and when you deploy in the new hosting, and you already move the folder to the other side, to the new hosting, and run the project, that's it. Everything was okay, and everything is working. You see? Well, I don't know. It's my idea, right? It's something personal. Okay, well, everybody, I hope you like it. I'm going to continue working in this project because I am continuous student. This project have a clean architecture. Look at this. We are working with clean architecture. I don't like a lot of clean architecture. I think personally when the clients say, "Hey, I need a solution faster," I have a short time to implement and deploy that software, and I need something faster. This way is so really have a little problem because, well, yesterday I lose 30 minutes just because I write here in the implementation of the unit. I write something bad here. My God, I lose 30 minutes looking for the problem. And at the same time, do you have to create here to create the methods where do you want to overwrite or the new or in another case the new method. But in the same time, do you have to have a lot care because you create here and you handle over here the data context, but you have to the principal controllers come in and create the same time a controller where I don't call from here the data context. Okay, but it's the same things because here do you have to create the code where I'm going to call the UniWord and the UniWord going to call to the repository where implement the method where do you want. Okay, man, that is like a dog trying to bite himself tail, you know? Or no, I think so. Is a good practice. The clean architecture is a good practice, but if your clients want something faster, want something really, or you have a short time, don't use this. Implementing the solid principles, but in layers, you know. For example, the layer to entities, the layer to data control, to the data context, to the helpers, and later in the principals you can create in the principal project you can create the controllers and handle right there everything about for example, if you want the security and implement over here the JSON web tokens or the schemes or the control the scheme and the roles where going to control any how useful could be a controller, right? Well, basically this is my personal opinion, right? But in another case, we have to know how work with clean architecture, how to know work in for layers, but keeping the solid principles, and that's it. If you found a company where I say, hey, we are working with clean architecture, yeah, sure, come on, let's go, we can work. And do you found a company where I say, yeah, we work with layers, and you know, we implement the solids. Oh yeah, sure, don't worry, it's okay, yeah, let's go. Well, people, let's go work. Let's go continue working with this because I have a lot of code to make. Okay, bye bye.